asking you now.
No, it just
Okay, okay. Okay, we just had a random question that just went off. I don't know how much got left off or whatever, but anyway, if you want to print from there down, it's already on a different, actually, you know what? It just did it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it together. And you see right there, say you want to do from, this is supposed to be Duarte.
that's what I thought. I kept saying Duarte.
Duarte, say you want to print from Duarte on down. You know what? And the court started talking right there. F2, 0, puts the court. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. It's going to do the same thing, but you're right there. F2, you want to do the court. 1, puts the court right there. You see that it's on line 24. So you don't really want it from 24 because you're going to have to do it from whatever page it's on down. Well, you don't want that page. That's fine. Alt-N, page break, takes it to a totally different page now. So really all it did was just skip the 2 lines. And then you find out whatever page it's on and you print from there down and it'll print from there down. That's how you do it. You're welcome. Okay. If you're in the text, you want to find something, F5. F5 is find and replace. So say I want to find, I'm going to come right here. Okay, I'm right here. Say this is page 400. This right here is page 1. Okay, I'm at page 1. You know what? I need to find Duarte. But I know it's not going to come up, but I know that it came up as Duarte. F5, find, replace. So I put war, enter, takes me to war. Say I did stroke it correctly, and it did come up D-U-A-R-T-E, Duarte. Then I can be at page 1, it's on page 289. I don't know that it's on page 289. I need to find that certain case because Duarte is the case that I need to work on.
Will it highlight the first word the first time?
It's gonna highlight the first time you do it. So if you stroked it wrong, then it's gonna go to the first time that Duarte was spelled correctly. But if you know that it's not in there, but you know that it came up war because you saw it in the text as you were writing it, then all you have to do is find war.
All right.
So find in F5, find and replace. That's what you need to know right here.
Replace what? What's the replace it?
Well, if you want to replace it with whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean it gives you the option to find it. I want to find war, and I want to replace it with, well, you're not going to replace it with Duarte because you left out 2 strokes. But say you want war to be Warzenheimer, but you wrote it as war.
Okay.
Then you can replace it as Warzenheimer.
Is it going to replace every time war came up?
Every time war came up,
Nice.
we'll replace it. Okay? But what you need to know right here, all you need to know, F5, find and replace. Okay?
This is all off of HyperKeys, right?
No.
Oh, off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I said we're not going to talk about HyperKeys anymore, that's when we weren't going to talk about HyperKeys anymore. So we may have one more person failing the exam.
In hyperkeys,
Because she
usually
wouldn't.
the commands are just like a letter. It's
Yeah.
not control or shift or anything.
Well, and it could be some of the hyperkeys use shift whatever. But like shift M is for money, shift T is for time. So the other stuff is going to be the stuff that you don't use as often. So if you want to change it to money, shift M, change it to time, shift T, because the shift is the cap.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you have small t, which is looking for your untranslate, I believe. And then T is going to change it to time. You're going to look for an untranslate a lot more than you're going to change something to time. But time is pretty important. So they put it as the shift, which makes it the capital. So when you look on that hyper key list, you'll notice that you have small letters and then you have capital letters. The capital letters, and it'll tell you, is the shift whatever. Okay? Alt-R is when you want to read in block files. So open block files. And block files are files that you use all the time. And have certain commands that you kind of put them in there with. Sometimes. Like your title pages are in here. You don't have to have a command on your machine to put your title page in there. So when you want to put your title page in there, you go to the top of the transcript, push Alt-R, T, I, bring up your title page, little booklet, hit it, and it puts all of your title page in there. Then it has the little blue lines that we worked on, you know, where you do the E and you put in all of the fill in the blanks. That's what it does. So what it does is you already have this title, it's a blank title page, just kind of generic title page. And then you fill it in with the stuff that you need for that certain case. Because every case is going to be different. Every cause number is different. Every plaintiff is different. It's filed in a different court. It's maybe a different hearing. It's on a different date. All of that stuff is different. So you have your fill in the blank lines where you go in. So it's just a generic, what these block files are just kind of generic things to put in there. So when you have like an exam, like direct examination, you know, you're starting out a deposition, it's a direct examination of a certain witness. When you put the direct examination, it's going to ask you for the witness's name. It doesn't have John Garcia, because you're not going to take John Garcia's deposition every time. It's going to be blank for your witness's name, and then you put your witness in there. Okay? So what you need to know here, Alt-R brings up your block files. And does anyone know what this little thing is right here?
Magic.
Oh yeah, magic keys, yeah.
You get to leave early.
No, she had said it and I said, yes.
Then you get to leave early. You're still staying.
I'll wait.
This box right here, where you select functions, is your magic keys. Your auto magic keys. Magic keys, whatever. That's what this little box is right here, where you select a function that it thinks you want to do.
It never gives me the right thing, ever.
Huh?
It never gives me the right answers.
Really?
Yeah. It's always like, it's not on the list.
Mine does.
Nice.
So, I don't know.
Not all of
Every now and then.
Most of mine work, unless it's a weird word.
them. Yeah.
Okay. And say you're right here, you accidentally put the court in there, but it wasn't. It's still the same speaker, but you want to join this paragraph with the other paragraph. Control J. Control J joins the paragraph. Okay?
It's like backspace kind of, right?
It is, but if you try to backspace right here, it'll still do it, but it's just kind of a longer way of doing it.
Okay. But that's what it's doing, the same,
Yeah,
so to speak.
yeah. So Control J will join the paragraphs. So say you put a paragraph in there, you started another paragraph, it's like, you know what, that sentence still goes with that paragraph, but I don't want to have to backspace all the way up there. Control J puts it up there. Okay? Any questions? No questions? Okay. Those are probably what's going to be on the test.
Yay.
Maybe. So as long as you study these things, you're going to be okay.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sire.
The exam is Wednesday, next Wednesday, and it's our last day. Please try to be here on time. If you're going to be late, text me and let me know. Okay?
Okay.
But are you two the only ones? Everybody else can be here next Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Guys,
Yes.
if you don't take the exam, you fail, I
Okay.
guess. So it's very important that you make it here Wednesday or make some kind of arrangement with me to be here either Monday or Wednesday.
So it's
Got it.
The classes still starts at 6.
Yeah, it still starts at 6. So try to be here on time. Okay?
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.